Hello YouTube and welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Today I have for you a rare metal dragon deck. Now this card is pretty cool. It's a 2400 4-star dark dragon monster with a huge downside, and it cannot be normal summon or set. So this is from the PvP ranking rewards. I don't expect any of you to have picked this card. I made this deck for fun. I was playing with it last night, and I thought I'd record a video real quick. We will be having a stream tonight, but I just wanted to, show you guys this deck that I think is pretty cool. Now, while it cannot be normal summon or set, it can definitely be special summon. That's pretty much the only way you can summon it. And the way we're going to do that is by using Ties of the Brethren with other 4-star dark dragons. Mainly Evil Swarm Zahak, I guess that's how you would pronounce the name. This card is really cool. Not only is it an 1850 beater, if this face-up card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, target one special summon level 5 or higher monster on the field, destroy that target. Now that's a pretty cool effect. It might not seem super useful at first, but when you think about what decks you're going to be going up against, things like Cyber Angels, Mask Heroes, Sylvans to some degree, they all special summon level 5 or higher monsters. So if they get rid of this monster, you get to pop their monster. It's not going to be as useful with Cyber Angels because they do have graveyard protection, but at least you get them to spend that spell from the graveyard. And we also have Lancer Dragonute, which is just another dark 4-star with piercing damage, which is pretty nice, and it has okay defense at 1800 if you do need to set it turn 1. The skill we're using is Darkest Night. That's why that's how we take advantage of the life point loss. So with the field spell, this becomes 2350, and then you have a 2900 beefsteak in rare metal dragon. However, this card does brick if you happen to draw it, so to help with that, we have Tribute to the Doom, so we can use it as discard fodder, and I teched in one Drag Connection, which is a cool card. Reveal one dragon type monster in your hand, add one dragon type monster with the same level from your deck to your hand, then shuffle the reveal monster into the deck. So if you have your rare metal dragon in hand, which you want in deck to be able to use Ties of the Brethren, you can shuffle it back with Drag Connection, get either your Evil Swarm Zahak or your Lancer Dragonute, and now you can use your Ties of the Brethren and bring back rare metal dragon from the deck, which is a pretty cool combo. We have Stamping Destruction for some back row removal, and this card actually won a lot of games for me with the 500 effect damage that you inflict whenever you use it. We have 2 enemy controller, basic back row, and 2 powerful rebirth, which is the other way we're going to summon or rare metal dragon once it hits the grave, either by being destroyed or by being used as discard fodder with Tribute to the Doom. Now this deck is just for fun, like I mentioned. I don't expect anyone to go out and get this card from the PvP rewards. There was just nothing else that was jumping at me, and I thought of the Ties of the Brethren, so I went with it. Had a bunch of fun with it. First, we're going up against Bonds. Going first, you do want to go first with this deck, so that you can do your Ties of the Brethren combo and not lose your battle phase. Unfortunately, I don't have it to start, but I have enemy controller and powerful rebirth, so at least I have okay back row. We're going up against Cyber Angels right away. We're going to see the Saphira. Luckily for me though, he uses Sprite's Blessing in order to summon the Saphira, so he doesn't have that graveyard protection. And I don't know if he didn't knew what my Evil Swarm did, or he just ignored it, but I'm able to destroy his Saphira, and that's really clutch because he doesn't get the added effect during the end phase. He doesn't get to draw 2 and discard 1. He doesn't get to discard from my hand, and that's huge because you're in a battle of resources against Cyber Angels. So I go ahead and summon my other Evil Swarm. I took the damage so that I could activate my Mystic Plasma Zone, and he's down to 600 life points. However, the boy is able to summon another Saphira. This time he does have the Hymn of Light, so he's going to be able to destroy my Evil Swarm and then you know, protect his Saphira. However, he doesn't find a way to get rid of the Senju, and that's how I'm going to win this game since he's down to 600 life points. I just attack over the Senju, and he also was debated. I don't know if you noticed. I kept the Ties of the Brethren in hand so that he would discard it. It seemed like a better bluff in the hand that you know, on the field. But we take the W on that one. And we got this Joey Wheeler next. I do want to talk. Today's stream is going to be the Battle City event, which is not a PvP, which I like when I do events like this. It really gives me an opportunity to talk to everyone, and definitely have a few topics I wanna hit with you guys. So unfortunately, I go first with Ties of the Brethren, but I don't have my monster. And we're going up against Geargius. Luckily for me though, they don't have the Ties of the Brethren either. And because they're using Joy Wheeler, I assumed this was Grit. So I was playing with the impression that he was using Grit. We pick up Lancer Dragon Newt. I'm gonna shuffle him back and get my my Evil Swarm. Really no real reason as to why I did that. I just wanted to summon my Evil Swarm. And well, actually, never mind. The reason I did that is because his monster is 1800 attack, and I didn't want to go for Ties of the Brethren because that would have skipped my battle phase, and I needed to get that monster off the board. I had the Stamping Destruction for the back row, so I was good on that front. We're going to see back row once again. I top deck another Stamping Destruction. This time he's got the Forbidden Chalice, so I have no way of getting over that unless I use my enemy controller, but I wanted to keep my enemy controller for defensive purposes. So I take this opportunity to use Ties of the Brethren. Activate my field spell because his deck is going to be all earth. And then we see the last gamble. So this guy was not running Grit. He goes for the last gamble, which is a pretty unique take on Geargius, I guess. He rolls a 1, sad for him. But he does pick up another Geargia monster. He's going to activate Anchor's effect. And I chain my enemy controller to that so that the Anchor stays in defense position. But I make the mistake of using my Lancer as the tribute. I should have kept Lancer since he has piercing. That would have been game over either of these weak defenses. However, I still prevent him from being able to destroy my monsters, and I keep 2 monsters on the field. He does have the 1 back row, which is a little bit scary. Luckily for me, it's just a Paleozoic Nadia, so he's not able to stop both attacks, and I win the game. We got a Mako Tsunami next. So many good things to talk about. Obviously, we have the new level 45 rewards. We have the event going on. We have the mini box that was announced for Monday, which it's still kind of crazy how quickly they're releasing boxes. I thought they would at least wait another week for sure. But nope, we're gonna get a mini box on Monday, so we'll definitely be streaming that as well. Going up against Mako, I decided to go for the Ties of the Brethren here since the deck should not be able to get over 2000. He's gonna have to use his Golden Flying Fish, and I have an enemy controller for that. However, worst case scenario happens, he's got a Curse of Anubis, so he's able to switch all of my dragons into defense mode, and now they have 400 defense less than they would have. So I'm about to lose my entire field, but at least he doesn't set any back row, so I'm able to protect my rare metal dragon. And I am back to because of Powerful Rebirth, I'm back to a few, I can't speak to that. I'm back to a field full of monsters. And I make a huge mistake here. I go for Tribute to the Doom, that's not the mistake. I got a little cocky, I'm not gonna deny it. I didn't expect him to top deck Wall of Disruption like a god. So he ends up clutching out with 200 life points left, destroys my field spell, so now all my monsters have 0 attack. He doesn't draw into a monster, he's got a back row, so now I'm just waiting for my win condition, which is going to be Stamping Destruction. We draw into it before he gets to a monster, and that is the game. I can't believe he top decked that Wall of Disruption, man. But it was definitely my mistake. There was no reason for me not to play around what could have been Windstorm also. Just a bad play on my part. Jesse Anderson next. But yeah, I have a couple concepts I want to try with Rare Metal Dragon. This was obviously the first one. For the other one, I don't have all the cards that I need yet, but you know, if you guys have any suggestions, any other suggestions about how to use the dragon, definitely let me know. You can use things like Kidmodo also. So here we're going up against Sylvans. Now I could have summoned my Evil Swarm Sahak and gone for the damage, but because I didn't have lethal, it didn't seem worth it. It seemed better for me to put up a monster, put up a field full of monsters. I cannot speak to that. I don't know what it is. Against Sylvans, he doesn't have a graveyard yet, so he doesn't have a Rose Lover. There's nothing super threatening, and this way with my field spell, he should have a harder time getting over my monsters. And I'm also putting a 2900 monster on the board right away. So that's why I didn't go for the damage since it wasn't lethal. I went for Ties of the Brethren instead. We're going to see him set another monster. Luckily for me, it's not a Komashrumo. And I figured the back row was just going to be Ultimate Providence since it was never activatable. And yeah, I take the easy win against Sylvans. Tribute to the Doom, man. MVP of that duel. Before this last duel, we have Seto Kaiba. And I was a little disgusted with what this man was running. I don't understand why anyone would run this kind of deck in Kaiba, man. It's like they're tainting Kaiba's legacy. But look at this guy. He's running Restart, Massive Morph, Mystic Box, Floodgate, and what's the other card? Another Massive Morph. So he's gonna Floodgate my Lancer right away. I can't summon my Rare Metal Dragon, unfortunately, and I can't use my Tribute to the Doom. Well, I can use it, but he doesn't have a monster. So I go ahead and bait out the Massive Morph. I thought there was gonna be a Lava Golem right here, and I was okay with that since I had the powerful Rebirth. But luckily he summons the Inaba White Rabbit so I can Econ take, and I mainly Econ Took so that I could have a monster on the graveyard. I go for Stamping Destruction right here, get rid of the Windstorm, and I use Tribute to the Doom on my own monster for two reasons. I didn't want to control two monsters at the same time because of Lava Golem, and I wanted to put my Rare Metal Dragon on the graveyard so I can hit it, so I could hit him for 2500 directly. He's gonna activate Mask of the Accursed, summon the Inaba White Rabbit, and that's completely fine. My win condition is already on the field, and it is Powerful Rebirth. Get my Evil Swarm back and hit him for the last 1000 life points he had left. I don't remember if I looked at man's deck, but just Burnstall on Kaiba does not look good, man. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. This is the deck once again, even though you have it on the screen. Rare Metal Dragon, pretty cool card. Hopefully I can figure out other ways of using it, but this was just a fun take on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate that. And make sure you catch me on the stream tonight around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I might be a little late, sometimes I'm late, but we'll definitely be streaming tonight. Till next time.